We're here with Matt Ryan from Nintendo. Hi, Matt.
Hi.
So we hear Nintendo's going hardcore. What other hardcore titles can we plan to see on the 3DS?
Well, the reason why we're having this event here at Tattoo Rock Parlor is because we do have some really core titles coming. So from Nintendo, we've got Kid Icarus Uprising, which is the franchise has been in the vault for like 25 years since the Nintendo Entertainment System days.
Some of us are very excited to see it again, too.
Yeah, we're all very excited, and that game is pretty core. It's quite complex with how you want to play it, and it looks amazing on the Nintendo 3DS. We've got a survival horror game called Spirit Camera, The Cursed Memoir. It's coming out on April 13th, which is a Friday the 13th, which is very relevant because the game is pretty scary, pretty creepy, and is going to make you jump. And then from our third-party partners, we've got Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D, which is basically Metal Gear Solid 3, but it's done on the Nintendo 3DS, which of course offers 3D without the need for glasses, plus there's some other features in there. We've got Tekken 3D Prime Edition coming, which is a pretty awesome fighting game. And then Resident Evil Revelations. You know, I'm a zombie fan, I'm a horror fan, so you know, there's a couple games in there that stand out above the rest. I'm pretty pumped about everything, Kid Icarus especially, but Resident Evil is really getting me pretty excited.
We expect to see more mature titles in the future for the 3DS?
Yeah, I mean, we always want to make sure that we have games for everyone, and games that are called hardcore or hard or however you want to put it are still important to us, and Nintendo's going to keep pushing them out. You know, Zelda's a franchise that's never going to stop, and you can expect more of that from us down the line. But our third-party developers as well, the Capcoms and the Namco Bandais, the Konamis out there, the Ubisofts, they're all bringing some great stuff to the table, and we definitely expect more.
And all of us who grew up in Nintendo love to see the mature games at this age. Can you tell us about the Circle Pad Pro?
Yeah, the Circle Pad Controller Pro happened to come out on the same day as Resident Evil Revelations. And basically, it's an accessory that you pop your Nintendo 3DS into that offers extra button configurations, including an additional Circle Pad controller, so that both of your thumbs, so one of them can use, you can use the ones on the system playing it on its own, or you can have a Circle Pad on both of your thumbs. Plus it's got the shoulder buttons. It feels really comfortable. Even the plastic is kind of silky smooth. It's not a bulky accessory at all. It feels right, it looks right, and it's definitely going to offer a competitive gaming advantage to a lot of players out there, especially if you're a left-handy like me.
Will many titles in the future include the Circle Pad Pro gameplay?
Yeah, not every title is going to use the Circle Pad Controller Pro. It's up to the developers to incorporate it or not. Kid Icarus Uprising is going to use it. Resident Evil Revelations is going to use it. You can expect a whole bunch of other games to use it as well, but not every single one. Like I said, it's up to the developer to make it work with that controller accessory.
What are your expectations for the 3DS with the Circle Pad Pro?
I think that it just offers a more diverse way to play our games. It offers more choices because you don't have to use it. It's basically an additional add-on if you want to play slightly differently with what your buttons are doing. We expect it to do well, but it's going to be up to the gamers to determine that or not, and it's going to be up to the developers to embrace it as an additional controller and use it for their game development. The games that they develop.
Will it bring a lot to the experience when you play with the Circle Pad Pro? Will there be like special things you can do with the Circle Pad Pro that you couldn't do with just a regular 3DS?
Definitely. I mean, you're going to have more options to customize your controls, and depending on how deep the developer goes to use that accessory, you know, the different ways that you can play could be infinite.
How does the 3DS plan to compete with the upcoming Sony Vita?
Nintendo 3DS has been out for a while now. The gamers have been quite receptive so far. We've got some huge franchises on Nintendo 3DS that you can only get on Nintendo systems, and we as a business tend to focus on our products first and not worry about the other things that are going on in the industry. We're pretty confident that Nintendo 3DS is going to continue to make Nintendo fans happy, and with the diverse lineup of games that we've already launched and the ones that are coming in the future, and the exclusives that you can only get on Nintendo systems, we think that our position in the market is going to be determined really by the gaming population, and we're going to have to see how it goes when that market's a little bit more visceral.
The gaming nation will always love Nintendo.
We appreciate that, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.